So you're coming off of a 4-touchdown game, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, that must feel pretty good. Especially every week. When I was in high school, I never got me a 4-touchdown game. Can't imagine how that feels. But at just 19 years old, you're already having a breakout season. What's this experience been like for you?
Surprising, to say the least. It came a lot faster than I expected. I thought it would come with a little bit of time, for sure. Thought I needed to get in the system first, but Coach Cobb got me ready as fast as he possibly could.
That's awesome.
It's been an adventure. It's been nice. I love my team. I love my coaches. The fans are phenomenal. It's just a great place to be for me.
So take us back to your recruiting journey a little bit, and what kind of led you to choosing UNT? And I know that you've communicated that you're from a smaller town, smaller school in Oklahoma. So what led you to come across here to this crazy state of Texas?
Well, I wasn't recruited very heavily out of high school, and when I came down to camp, Coach Cobbs actually found me in Shawnee and told me to come to camp, and he liked me a lot, and he took a chance on me, and then later found out that he's from the same hometown as me.
Wow.
So it was like a perfect fit, like a match made in heaven, felt like.
That's crazy. That's cool. So as you and Coach Cobb's relationship grown since you've been here?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Especially close and maybe even indebted to him, or?
Yeah, reciprocal.
Oh, we need to keep him here too, right?
Yes, sir.
And good.
If you could describe UNT football culture, like the culture here in UNT, how would you describe that?
I would describe the culture here as electric, because it's very nice, it's loud, it's exciting. Everybody's putting in extra things that they need to do. Everybody's running around fast, communicating a lot, and the fans are just always there, being loud and supportive, for sure.
What do you think that Coach Morris, how has he contributed to this culture? What are things that you've seen in him that you've also seen impacting the culture here, the football culture here at UNT?
I don't know, he's put a lot of faith in us. He's told us that we were the ones that we're gonna change history and stuff, and just the respect he had for us, and the chance that he's given all of us to come in here, and just trusting us that he knows that we'll do what he asks of us at 110% of whatever he needs it to be, and just continuing to have that relationship with him, of course.
It's cool. It's cool hearing about Coach Morris and Coach Cobbs. It sounds like there's a similar theme there of just believing in you, but also believing in the team.
Right.
And that's pretty cool to see, even as a fan, to experience. It's been really special to see you guys out there. Yeah, it's cool. The Denton crowd is known for being loud and loyal. What's your favorite part of playing in front of the home crowd out here?
Oh yeah, they are loud, I'll say that. It's really exciting coming out to see them when we run out the tunnel, and fireworks and fire are going off and things. My favorite chant is when they scream North and Texas back and forth. I always take time to admire that.
There you go. That's cool.
What about the guys taking their shirts off? Did it tell Elvis at that little day?
When I was watching my defense on the Jumbotron, I noticed they kept throwing over to the wing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I've never seen them do that. That was the first game for them to do that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it was awesome. It started out there were just 4 of them up there, and then the next thing you knew, the whole sound section there.
That's cool. Probably a little different environment than Oklahoma, huh? Or a 3A school in Oklahoma.
A little bit less people there.
That's awesome. So if you had to show a new recruit the real Denton, Texas, okay, where would you take them? What are some of the spots in Denton that you'd show this recruit to really bring them here?
I'd probably say the square, if you've heard of that place before. Yeah, big landmark here.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of the community and food spots there. I'd say it's a great way to like introduce them to like our culture and see like what everybody does around here. A little bit how crazy people are here.
Yeah.
Exciting to meet people here.
We'll simmer around here.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's cool. The Denton Squares. That's a great place to bring somebody. Sell them right away.
Yes.
Bring them to the Denton Square. Let them meet Coach Morris. We're done.
We're sealed here.
We're sealed. That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all you need right there. So Denton's a unique place with a small town. You know, it's a small town feel, but with big ambitions, big dreams. And how has being a part of this community shaped you in your time here as both a person, but also as an athlete on the field and being a part of the UNT football team?
Being down here is like giving me a real place of feeling of like belonging. I'd say like they accepted me very early, and it really shaped me as a person. It just like influenced me well. Like I feel like I meet a lot of great people down here, and they influence me to be great as well and try my best in everything I do. Like seeing like even like the fans here, like they're trying really hard to be as loud as possible. That makes me want to play even harder because I'm like excited to put on a show for them. Yeah.
That's really cool. Probably really empowering. Me and my dad never really quite had that feeling, you know, a full stadium cheering you on. We didn't never quite get there, but we did. It's good to hear. What's something most people wouldn't know about the work that goes into being a student, but also an athlete, a student athlete? What's some of the maybe moments or things that people may not fully understand about that life?
It's 100% student first. You really gotta dive deep into make sure your grades are right, you know,
Yep.
'cause that's the only way you can perform on the field.
Yep.
But yeah, our advising crew does an amazing job. They always keep us in line, make sure that we're not missing assignments, not failing classes, keeping our grades as high as they possibly can be, and helping us understand everything we need to know.
Awesome. So I was gonna ask if you had to, kind of a two-part question here. Okay, the first is if you had to model, if there was an NFL player that you model your game after, that you would say, maybe, I don't know if you would say this or other people maybe have told you that there's an NFL player, who would you say that you kind of either model your game after, or you just naturally play to that style of?
I would say more towards probably Derrick Henry,
Nice.
because I feel like I'm not really trying to be agile as much. I'm more trying to just do with brute force instead. Run through people or keep that ball secured, of course.
That's awesome. It's good. Longevity, surprisingly, he's played a very long time, even though he's one of the most aggressive running backs probably ever. So that's pretty cool. Maybe there's longevity there for you. Hopefully. Yeah. And also, who would you say your favorite NFL player of all time? Who would that be, and why? Why that player?
I would say Le'Veon Bell more,
Right.
because I'm a running back. Yep. But I just grew up a big Pittsburgh fan, and that's really who I just saw first. Just knowing I was a running back and seeing another running back for my favorite team, I was just like, I got to try to model my game after him. But you know, took a different turn.
Yeah.
A little bit of a different turn.
He's legendary.
Yeah, he's really good.
Oh yeah. I had him on some of my fantasy teams, so he panned out well for me.
You did well.
Yeah, he won me a few fantasy championships. So you're having, like we said earlier, you're having a standout year already. What really would you say drives you and motivates you to be better and to be great in maybe as a football player, but also just as a person? What is it that motivates you?
My family motivates me a lot. I would say they always call in, check on me, make sure that I'm doing well in practice, doing well in games, even when they can't make it. They constantly bug me about if I'm not giving 110%. If I'm laying in my room, they'll tell me to go do something. And also just being a man of God is a big thing for me. So I would say like being in the Bible all the time and being in my prayers all the time just motivates me to want to like spread the word and like try to shine his light through myself as well.
It's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that. How are your parents if you had a bad game? Will they give any feedback?
They're a little harsh on that part.
They're not afraid to tell you?
They go good cop, bad cop sometimes.
There you go. There you go. Well, that's good to hear.
Which one's tougher on
I'd say definitely my father.
Rylee?
Yeah. He wants me to be the best, so he expects only the best from me.
There you go. So when fans see you play, they see the athlete, but similar to what you were just saying, who are you off the field? And kind of similar to the previous question, but what keeps you grounded?
Yeah, like I said earlier, like obviously being a man of God, being in my Bible all the time, prayers, like that really keeps me grounded because like I try to compare myself to like perfection. So like there's always something to strive for. Yeah, and I try to be as respectful as possible to anybody that I meet, kind, try to shine the light through me.
As long as I've been. Thank you for sharing, of course. My dad has he has a few questions here that he'd like to ask you.
I told you that my wife's in love with you, right? But before we get started, these are questions she wanted me to ask. Sounds good. All right. Well, he's already hit one of them. Do you have any traditions that you like to do before a game that you're like superstitious and you put the left sock on first?
My superstition is the music I listen to. It has to be almost in an exact formula of what I listen to.
Real.
And it's always worship music, but it has to be the exact songs in a row, or I feel like I'm not going to play as well.
Really?
That's crazy.
For you.
That's cool.
Who has had the biggest influence on your life?
My biggest influence as a person?
Yeah.
I'd say definitely my parents. Yeah, my mom and my dad have did a lot for me. They didn't work out, obviously, and just might not have been a part of God's plan. But
Right.
of course, my mom was always there for me when she got custody of me, of course, and she just, worked her butt off to keep me fed, keep me like well behaved, and make sure that my grades were amazing.
So what is your major?
My major is kinesiology.
Kinesiology. Would you have any interest in changing that to real estate? Is there any chance?
Potentially. I've
Okay.
just been set on physical therapy a lot of my life.